What's the best comeback you've ever watched happen in real time? My sister has alopecia universalis. No hair anywhere. Not on her head, not eyebrows, not eyelashes. She's 26. She stopped wearing wigs at 19 because they made her scalp burn in the summer, and honestly, she looks incredible bald. But people don't see incredible. They see cancer, or they see something they can't name, and either way, they stare. She's used to it. Kids ask questions and she answers them straight. A little girl at the grocery store once asked if her head was cold, and Marisol let her touch it. Some guy at a gas station asked if she was one of those Buddhist ladies. She laughed for 10 minutes in the car about that one. She almost never gets angry, which is why what happened at the state fair still doesn't feel real. We were in line for the funnel cake truck, maybe 6 people back, when I heard a kid behind us say, "Mom, look, that lady's a boiled egg." Marisol didn't turn around. She's got a whole system for this. Shoulders down, keep talking, don't give it oxygen. So we kept talking about nothing, about whether we wanted powdered sugar or strawberries. Then the kid said it louder. "Mom, a boiled egg?" And the mom laughed. Not a nervous laugh. Not the "oh god, I'm so sorry" laugh you do when your kid says something horrifying in public. She laughed like she was in on it. She said, "Deshaun, stop," in a voice that meant keep going. He kept going. By the time we got our funnel cake, he'd worked through egg, thumb, and a bald eagle joke, I'll admit, had some architecture to it. Marisol paid, took the plate, and we walked toward the picnic tables by the livestock barn. I looked back once. They were following us, not aggressively, just drifting in the same direction. The mom pushing a stroller, still smiling. I stopped walking. Marisol said, "Don't." I said, "Ma'am, your son has been running his mouth about my sister for 10 minutes, and you're cheering him on." She looked embarrassed for about 1.5 seconds. Then something in her face closed. "It's a fair," she said. "People look at things at a fair." A guy holding a corn dog said, "Jesus Christ, lady." She got louder. If she didn't want people looking, she'd wear a hat. There's a whole tent selling hats. Somebody's mother-in-law gasped. 2 teenagers started filming. And Marisol, this is the part that kills me. Marisol touched my elbow and said, "Let's just go. I'm not even hungry anymore." I wasn't going anywhere. A fair employee in a yellow polo came over. One of those 19-year-olds who gets paid $12 an hour and did not sign up for this. He said very carefully that he was going to have to ask her to move along, and she flipped instantly. I was joking. Look at her, she's not even upset, right? "You're not upset?" Deshaun yelled. "She started it by looking weird." The mom grabbed his shoulder. "Deshaun, say sorry." And for 1 second I believed it. I really did. I thought this woman was about to become a person. Then the toddler in the stroller woke up. He'd been asleep through all of it, and he opened his eyes to a circle of strangers and a mom whose voice was doing something scary, and he started screaming. Full body, red-faced screaming. The kind where they forget to breathe. Everyone was staring at her now. She was cracking under it. You could see it happening. And she looked at my sister and she said loudly, brightly to her screaming toddler, "Aw, buddy, don't cry. Look, that's the lady from the fair who shaves her head. She takes bad kids in her truck." I have never wanted to hit someone so badly in my life. But Marisol crouched down, right there in the dirt, at eye level with a 2-year-old. And in the softest voice I've ever heard her use, she said, Hey, sweetheart, do you want to know a secret?" He hiccuped. He nodded. "I don't have any hair," she said, "because I'm the one who gives it out." His screaming stopped like someone unplugged it. "Every baby who gets born," she said, "I give them their hair. That's why I don't have any left. I gave mine away." She tilted her head. "And you know what? Yours is the best one I ever made." He reached out and put his sticky hand flat on the top of her head. "Soft," he said. "Yeah," she said. "That's the leftovers." He laughed, just delighted. He laughed and patted her head twice more and started chanting, "Soft, soft, soft." And the crowd around us made a noise I can only describe as collective heartbreak. Marisol stood up, brushed off her knees. The mom's face was purple, because the woman she'd spent 10 minutes turning into a monster had just made her own son the happiest he'd been all day, and she hadn't even had to raise her voice to do it. Deshaun said quietly, "Can I touch it too?" Marisol said, "Ask me nicely." He did.